Hello students, in this video I will show you how to insert column and column break, how to give indentation to the text, setting margins, creating page orientation and previewing a document. So let us start with column formatting. I have already inserted a text in my document, so I will be working on this text. You must have noticed the manner in which articles are written in the newspaper. So all of you have gone through the newspaper and you have seen the texts that are arranged in newspaper. The texts are arranged in the form of a different column. So MS Word enables us to create 2 or more columns in a document. So if you want to create columns in a document, first you need to do is select the text. So you can either press Ctrl plus A key from the keyboard, that is Ctrl A, or you can press the mouse button and select the text by dragging the mouse. So my text has been selected. Now I will go to the page layout tab. You just need to follow the mouse pointer properly. So this is a page layout tab. So click on page layout tab, and this is a page setup group. In a page setup group, you have to click on a column option here, or a column button. So click on column. You will see 1 column, 2 column. If you want to arrange the text in 2 column, you can click this button, 3 columns, or you may go to more column here. So you will see the list of columns that you wanted to create, or in this box you can specify the number of columns you want. Suppose say I want 3 columns. So click on 3 column and OK. Now you will see that your text has been arranged in 3 columns, just like in a newspaper. Now you may have noticed that some of the columns are not balanced as you wish, because this column has not been balanced properly. So you may use a column break. What it will do is, column break will force the end of the column and move the text to the beginning of the next column. Now I want to shift this particular text that is in green font to the 3rd column. So what you can do is, you can place the mouse pointer at this position and go to the break and click on column break. Now you will see that the text in all the 3 columns are arranged properly. So this is called column break. Now I will show you how to align the text in a document. Alignment refers to the placement of text with respect to left and right margin. So this is the left margin and this is my right margin. Again, this is my left margin and this is my right margin. So I want to place the text according to the position of left and right margin. So for that I need to go to the home tab. So click on home tab, and in the paragraph group you will see 4 buttons here. This is called align text left, center align, align text right, and justification or justify. Now let us work on all these buttons one by one. First you need to select the text. Now I want to align this text to the left. So click on align text left button. So what it will do is, it will place the text towards the left margin, leaving a wavy right edges. Now if you look at this text properly, you will see the text has been arranged according to the left margin. Now let me select the next text. Now I want to align this text as a center. So click on this center button. So you see all of your line here has been aligned according to the center alignment. Now I want to place this particular text towards the right margin. So select the text and again go to the align text right. Click on this button. Now you will see that your text has been aligned according to the position of the text towards the right margin. And finally, I want to justify this text. So click on the justify button. So this text has been justified. So this is a left alignment, this is center alignment, this is right alignment, and this is a justification. So let me repeat once again. What happens in the left alignment? The left align button, it will place the text towards the left margin, leaving a wavy right edges. So what does the center alignment do? It will place the text in the center of left and right margin. The right text align will place the text towards the right margin, leaving a wavy line towards the left, and justify button will place the text in such a way that the text is equally distributed between both the left and right margin. So this is how we use the alignment button in Microsoft Word. Now the next I want to show you is how to use indentation. Now indentation is the amount of space between the text and page margin. What you have done here in alignment, it is the placement of text within the left and right margin. Now indentation is the amount of space that you give between the left and right margin. Now you see that basically there are two types of indentation. One we call it as a left indentation and another is right indentation. Now what happens in the left indentation? This indentation lets you quickly specify the amount of spacing to be given from the left margin. Suppose let me select this text. Now I need to go back to the page layout tab. If you see here, you will see this is left indent button and this is right indent button. Now you need to specify the amount of space you want to give between the text and the left margin. So either you can directly mention it or you can click on this option. As you click, you will see that your text has been shifted further away from the left margin. So suppose say this area, this particular area is the space between the text and the left margin. So we call this as a left indentation. Now let me select this text. So right indentation let you specify the amount of spacing to be given from the right margin. So let me click on this right button and increase the size. Now as I increase the size, you will see the text has been shifted towards the left side from the right margin. So we call this as a right indentation. So this is the left indentation and this is a right indentation. Beside this left and right indentation, there are two special types of indent. We call it as a first line indent and hanging indent. So I will show you what the first line indent is. You can select this text. After selecting the text, if you see in this margin, left margin, you will see one tab here. So just press the mouse button in this tab and shift the tab by pressing the left mouse button towards the left of the document. Now you see the first line has been shifted from the left margin. So we call this as a first line indent. Now you can also shift it further towards the left by clicking this tab. Okay. Now let me select this text. If you go again at the left margin, you will see one tab. We call it as a hanging indent. So press the left mouse button and drag this tab towards the left side. So what you see here is, you have seen that the text from the second line has been shifted towards the right side. So we call this as a hanging indent. This indentation makes the first line of the paragraph indented more towards the left compared to the other line. So in this context, I have showed you the left, how to create a left indentation, how to create a right indentation. This is first line indent and this is a hanging indent. So there are 4 types of indentation. This is left indentation, right indentation, first line indentation and hanging indentation. Now I will show you how to give the space between the line and between the paragraph. Now see, you can increase the space between the line and you can also increase the space between the paragraph. Suppose say I want to increase the space between the line in this paragraph. So first you need to select the text or paragraph, go to the home tab. In the paragraph group, this is a paragraph group, you can click on this button. We call this as a line spacing button. So click on this button and from here you can choose the space that you want to create between the line. Suppose say 1.5. So you can notice that the space between the two lines has increased here. If you want to further increase the space between the line, so you need to increase the size of the space. So click on 2, you will see the line between, the space between the line has increased. So in this way we can give the spacing between the line. Now I will show you how to give the space within the paragraph. Suppose say I want to give the space before this paragraph and after this paragraph. So select the text or a paragraph. You need to go to the page layout tab. In this page layout tab, I have already showed you how to use the columns, how to use a column break and how to increase left indent and right indent. Now the spacing between the paragraph. So go in this section, that is spacing section, and before you can increase the size here. As you increase the size here, you can notice that the space between this paragraph and this paragraph has increased. So if you want to increase the space between this paragraph and the next paragraph, you need to click on after button. So you just increase the size here, spacing. Now you can see the space between the two paragraph has been increased. So this is how we can increase the space between the line and the space between the paragraph. Hope you have understood it. Now I want all of you to practice this at home. Thank you, children.